Here we go. Arsenal are home against Chelsea. We have a showdown over at DraftKings. I'm going to be talking about that. We also got lineups coming out in 4 minutes and 45 seconds, and it'll be 15 seconds sooner once we get through this intro. Here we go. We are set for showdown for lineups. Looking at this, rotowire.com/soccer. We also have a betting show. Me and Chris Owen talked earlier this morning. We gave bets for this match happening Tuesday, as well as the Merseyside Derby and then Brighton against Manchester City. It's right in the front page. Check it out if you're into betting. We got a bunch of bets in there, but this is a DFS, mostly a DFS show. I guess if you have any betting questions, I'll answer them, but I'll get into DFS talk as we see lineups. I think, I just want to jump in. We got a pretty decent sized showdown. We got a couple king of the pitches, but we do have some questions with lineups. Short rotation. Both these teams played over the weekend, so there might be some rotation. We'll see what Arsenal will look like. We'll see what Chelsea will look like because Malo Gusto is dealing with a knee issue, and then we got the report or the update that Cole Palmer did not train on Monday because of an illness. So we'll see if he's ready to start. Otherwise, I don't know. These teams don't really rotate too much, but we could see things like, okay, maybe Zinchenko's back in here. Tomiyasu is out in the last match. Could be Kiwi, or there are options. I don't think Jorginho started against Wolverhampton. Maybe he's going to be back in here. I don't think Martinelli started against Wolverhampton either. Same with Havertz in this false nine role. So we'll check out the actual formation. Let's check out the odds. Rotowire.com/soccer trial. That is a 48-hour trial. I'm on our cheat sheet right here. Checking out the odds. Arsenal are 66% chance to win. We are 0.05 away from having all sixes here. So I don't know if that's a good sign for Arsenal. But they are coming off a win 2-0 at Wolverhampton. Chelsea coming off the 1-0 loss in the FA Cup semifinal. Arsenal's 37% chance clean sheet. Implied goal total seems kind of high a little bit here, but 2.17. And then Chelsea are at 1.02. And then here we go. Goal odds, free kicks, all this stuff on the cheat sheet. Not as useful for the showdown, but maybe as useful, I'll say. Maybe as useful. This goal total, I was looking for these recent Chelsea matches against teams that are better teams higher up in the table. I know they have all these matches where it's like, okay, there's 2-2, 3-2, 4-2, all these matches, high scoring games. It seems like I say this on our betting show, but it's like they kind of get a little lackadaisical against weaker sides, and that kind of opens up their back line a little bit, kind of opens up their midfield. But look back at some of these matchups against teams that are actually good, even top three sides. They had the loss against Man City 1-0, home loss in the EPL Cup against Liverpool. That one was 1-0. Before that, 1-1 against Manchester City. So you got these lower scoring results for Chelsea. Result against Aston Villa, a scoreless draw. Obviously they have higher scoring matches. They had the 4-4 result against Manchester City. So, you could take it. You could take it like, okay, maybe this is going to be a little off the rails kind of a thing. It's going to be like that first Man City match that was 4-4, or it's going to be a little lower scoring. These teams are tired. They're playing midweek. They're playing weekend. They're playing midweek. There might be rotation. Arsenal obviously have a lot of pressure on them to keep winning matches. So you could take it like, okay, high scoring, or maybe they're going to be a little safer. Maybe it's going to be a little close to the chest here. These teams aren't going to show too much. They don't want to. Then again, how much is Chelsea playing for? Chelsea could just go for it. So we're getting a message from Tropical Bear here. Some successful statistical bettors are loading up on first half, both teams to score. So if you think it's going to be high scoring, both teams to score in the first half. So there you go. I'm not sure I'm going to be on that one, but someone say I'm not a successful statistical bettor. All right, we're about 30 seconds away from lineup release. Again, we'll see what this little back line looks like. Chilwell dealing with an injury, so it's going to be Cucurella. But we'll see about the Gusto situation, who's a possibility at right back, if Palmer's going to start, and then kind of what all these spots look like for Arsenal. Though I don't think they're going to have too much rotation overall. It should be coming pretty soon here. Instead, we got Morgan Rogers Cam. All right, perfect. We'll get there. We'll get there. Again, this is just the Premier League list on our Twitter page. Here is the Arsenal lineup. So here we go. Oh, Tomiyasu is back from his injury and starting. So maybe it was a fake injury he had over the weekend, but Tomiyasu is in at left back. All the three other defenders are the same: Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel. The midfield, we got a Thomas Partey start. I think this is his first. I think this is his first start since beginning of the season, since his injury. So that is interesting because when Partey has come on in recent matches, he honestly hasn't looked that good. So I can't envision him going more than 60, 70 minutes. So maybe it's a boost for him that Partey's available and ready to start. But he really hasn't looked that great when starting. So as usual, Declan Rice, Odegaard are in there, Saka on the right wing, and then we have Havertz in the false nine, and then we got Trossard in the left wing. So Martinelli is on the bench, Jorginho's on the bench, all the usuals are on the bench, Zinchenko, Kiwior, Gabriel Jesus. So all the usual guys, all the sub possibilities. Maybe I'll dive into that a little more as we get going. Oh, look at this. We got the U18 Premier League Cup. So we got Scanlon in here, Jay Fletcher. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go. Oh, we got Elfie Gilchrist. I think he's like an 18-year-old. I think this is his first league start of the season. I think he started in a cup match, but I believe this is his first league start of the season. Cole Palmer is not in the squad. Okay, so it was kind of a way of words that Pochettino was having, but it looks like Cole Palmer not healthy enough to play. So that is a definite blow here to Chelsea. But we got Gilchrist at right back, Disasi Badishili at center back. So Chalobah and Thiago Silva are both on the bench. Cucurella at left back, Enzo Caicedo, okay, Gallagher, okay, and then Madueke and Jackson and Mudryk. So not really a ton of surprises, but we do have Gilchrist starting, and we do have Cole Palmer out. So that is interesting. Okay, let me try and project some minutes. So as I said, Partey is not going to be there for 90. Trossard probably going to come out. Tomiyasu probably not going to go 90, but it seems like a weird situation where he was a surprise absence over the weekend because of injury. I'd say Tomiyasu, say 70 minutes, depending on how the match goes. Maybe 70 minutes. He seems to always get hurt, though, at this point. Partey, okay, Trossard. So those three. And then lately we've been getting like the Odegaard and Saka off 85, 90 minutes because, they're stumbling through the final stages. Again, a short week. So you also have that to deal with. So that's probably the 5 subs there for Arsenal. Gilchrist, I can let me pull up some Gilchrist. See if he's actually started at all in any of these cup matches here. But I'm not going to say he's going to go 90 here. He started February 28th in the FA Cup against Leeds. He went 74 minutes, 65 minutes. So all of his starts have come in the FA Cup, 65 minutes, 61 minutes. So probably looking like Gilchrist 60 to 70 minute mark. Just he's 20 years old. Sorry, I said 18 years old earlier, but I don't think he's going to be ready for 90. And then we also have him dealing with this Arsenal attack. He's played well when he's played, but probably, it'd be subbing off for him. I don't know. It depends on the situation. I guess if Chelsea have a lead, maybe they'd sub on Chalobah for him, and then him or Disasi would go to right back. Technically, they don't really have any other options at right back, but maybe he goes 90. I don't think he does, though. 90. Okay. Yeah, we got, Sterling is probably going to come on for Mudryk or Madueke, but I don't think there's going to be too many subs here from Chelsea. They got no Cole Palmer here. Maybe if they're losing 4-0 at the 60-minute mark, maybe maybe there'll be some subs. But if this is actually a competitive match, maybe not. But that's what we got here. So let's check out some prices. Let's check out some prices over at DraftKings. Let me refresh that page and hope that the starters are in. Yes, the starters are in. So let's see here. No Cole Palmer. I guess that's a talking point here. I'll just make the screen. We already got the lineups here. So let's check out Cole Palmer here. Just in terms of set pieces here, he's not a majority set piece taker, but he did take all of the set pieces against Everton. So remove Cole Palmer. We're probably gonna get Mudryk and Gallagher. That's probably what we're looking at. Yeah, I think that's what. Do we see an Enzo set piece or two? That might happen. Enzo might be in there. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Definitely removes Cole Palmer's seemingly scores every goal for them lately. So that does not help Chelsea. And then they have Gilchrist starting at right back, which again, I'm not sure. Let's see. Gilchrist is the bare minimum. Okay, he is the 4.5K captain. I guess you could go there. I'll talk some. I'll just talk in general here for. Let's say for cash games to start. So let's say if you want to captain Saka. Yeah, let's look in the Arsenal set pieces here. So no Martinelli, but Odegaard, Saka, Declan Rice, Trossard hasn't taken a set piece in ages. Game week, I don't know, a couple months ago here. So we're gonna get dead balls, Martin Odegaard, free kicks, and then Saka and Rice probably on the corners. Odegaard though will be depending on how they want to take the corners. So we could go Declan Rice captain. Let's just do Declan Rice captain. We'll plug in Saka. We'll plug in Mudryk. I don't know how many Chelsea guys you want, if I'm being honest. This seems like a good floor game for Gallagher, just in terms of tackles. Fouls drawn. He had 8 fouls drawn against Everton. Sure, why not? So we got for those 4 guys in there. I guess it's kind of expensive. Okay. And then, really, you can just go all the way down to Tomiyasu Gilchrist. So you can kind of play whoever you want here, as long as you're comfortable with Tomiyasu or Gilchrist. So not difficult at all. We could probably just go Saka captain. I guess you won't have money for Rice then, but not difficult. So yeah, there's your fantastic cash builds. How are we gonna win? How are we gonna win King of the Pitch though? So as I was saying earlier, you're either gonna want 2-2, 3-2 result, or like a 1-0. Maybe score the draw. Maybe do double goalkeeper. So you find the goalkeepers. No, you don't find the goalkeepers. Let's find the goal scorers here. Enzo Fernandez is 6.8K. Declan Rice 7K. Mudryk, I think Mudryk might be a pretty popular captain just because you don't have Palmer on the other side. Let me click on Mudryk's profile here. 80 minutes, 71 minutes, 90 minutes. I think he came off the bench over the weekend against Manchester City. Let me double check that just to be sure. So over the weekend, we had Madueke went 79. Mudryk came on for him. And then pretty much everyone else went 90s outside of Cucurella and Enzo, who both went 88. So nothing too surprising there. So if you think there's going to be goals, technically, maybe we just get the PK from Saka, maybe get another assist, maybe you could go Havertz. Like if you captain Saka, what are you kind of dealing with? Do you still want, maybe you don't want Rice in that lineup. Maybe you have Saka, maybe Saka and Odegaard, or Saka and Havertz are the 2 guys. So plug those 2 guys in. And all these lineups, Tomiyasu is going to be really popular just because of this price. So he just makes you able to do a lot of things. Gilchrist playing right back on the Trossard side. I don't think it's the worst thing. I think he could get to like, if you think 5 floor points is fine, 5 or 6 floor points, I think he can get there. So 3K, that's not the worst thing. Are you going to need it? You may not need it. So if we do Saka, Odegaard, Tomiyasu, do you want a goal scorer? Yeah, we do want a goal scorer. We're going goals. So let's get a goal scorer get Mudryk for a few set pieces. You could get Jackson, this Madueke. You could get Gallagher. Gallagher's the most expensive player, which is crazy. You could do Enzo in this one, and then you're still left with Declan Rice. So there's still ways to go because of how cheap Tomiyasu is. There's still a lot of ways to go. If you're not comfortable with Tomiyasu, given how popular I think he's going to be, maybe the best idea is to fade Tomiyasu here. But what do we got? Before I go here, we're 15 minutes in. I'll just do. I personally think I'm starting to talk myself into a lower scoring game here just because of these Chelsea results. I just think we're going to get lower scoring. So let's do David Raya. Let's do Raya here. Let's do a Raya captain and Richard Dreams. So how about that? Do we want Saka? You could fade Saka. I don't want to fade Saka. Trossard. I'm going to fade Trossard. Definitely did that against Wolverhampton. He got the goal. But Havertz, Odegaard, I'll say Havertz, you could try and get both those guys. It's not impossible. So yeah, Raya captain, Saka, Havertz, Odegaard, Mudryk, and Gabriel in your final spot there. So you got the clean sheet with Gabriel. Maybe you get the goal also from Gabriel. You got the assist. Let's say it's a 2-0 win here. You got the goal assist. You got the center back goal from Gabriel. You got the win clean sheet. You're golden right there. So that's kind of it. Maybe you also want Declan Rice in this lineup. Obviously, change some things around. But those are your options. You could also go Petrovic captain. Maybe think it can be ugly, scoreless draw kind of thing. Double goalkeeper, and then get Petrovic for his 6 saves in Raya, and then do the rest. You got an average of 9,200 for your final 4 spots. That's all I got here. Rotowire.com/soccer trial. 48-hour trial. Again, using this cheat sheet up on this site. It has everything. We're going to have, as soon as Wednesday slates are out, we're going to have those cheat sheets up. We got the FPL cheat sheet. We got the MLS cheat sheet. Good luck on this one. Reminder, check out Kits and Waiters. We did a betting show. That's also up on our YouTube channel, podcast feed, whatever. Check that show out. Thank you for listening. Find me at Zdroik or at RotoWire Soccer on Twitter. We'll see everyone in the next 24 hours I think we should have a 4-game slate on Wednesday. Thank you for watching. Please give a thumbs up to this video on YouTube.